Okay, in this tutorial we are going to model the bearing cap for the fidget spinner. So this is the model we will be creating, and we will 3D print two of these, one for each side of the bearing. Okay, so let's start the model. So I'm going to close this one, and I'm going to close this one, and I'm going to close this one. And then I'm going to set my working directory into my fidget spinner folder, and then I'm going to choose new, and I'm going to call this bearing underscore cap, and that creates the modeling environment. So we are going to work on the top plane for this one. So I'm going to select the top plane, and I'm going to choose sketch. I'm going to come across to the circle, and I want the center and point tool. I'm going to come to the middle, center, left click once, drag out a circle, and left click to complete. I'm going to go up to the dimension tool, and now I'm going to set that dimension, and that is going to be 24 millimeters. Press refit so that you can see the size, and then we are going to go across to OK. We've completed that. We're going to come across to extrude. I'm going to rotate that, and it's extruded 24 millimeters above the work the plane that we selected, and we want the thickness of this extrude to be 3 millimeters. So I'm going to put in 3 and press enter, and then I'm going to tick OK. Okay, so that's the first step. The next step is to choose the top surface that you can see there. Hover over it, will go a sort of shade of red, and left click once and it should go dark green, and then choose sketch. It should turn and orientate itself towards you in 2 dimensions, and we're going to come across to the center and point tool again, and we're going to go to the center of that circle we just did, and click once, drag out a circle, left click to complete the circle, up to the dimension tool, select dimension, and this time we are going to set the diameter of this one to be 12 millimeters in diameter. We press enter, and that will set the diameter, and we go across and we press OK. Come across and press extrude, and that is now extruded to 12 millimeters because it was the last measurement we put in. We're going to change that to 3 millimeters and press enter, and then press OK, and that has now applied it. This will be a good opportunity to do file, save. You don't have to type in if you've set your working directory. Press OK, and we continue. Now we're going to choose the top surface of that extrude. Okay, so I'm going to left click, it should go green. I'm going to come up to sketch, it should turn and orientate towards you. If it doesn't, you can choose sketch view, which is here, and also you can do it over here. Now we're going to use the circle and center and point tool again. We're going to find that middle, and we're going to click and drag out another circle, and then we're going to go up to the dimension tool, and this time we're going to set the diameter of this one at 8 millimeters diameter. We're going to tick OK. We're going to come across to extrude. That's now extruded that one up. To rotate the model, I pressed in the scroll wheel and then just moved the mouse to rotate. And you can control the depth here, or you can type in here or up here. And the depth again is going to be 3 millimeters in depth. You must press enter for it to take place, and then for it to be to apply that to the model, we must tick OK. Okay, so that is the basic shape of the cap, but now we're going to put a radius on this top surface. So we're going to use the round tool here. I'm going to select the round tool, and the radius we do want is 3 millimeters. And we're going to hover over and find the edge. I'm going to click on that, and you'll see it will apply. You can play around with that. You could make it more or less. It's up to you. But for this purposes of this tutorial, I'm setting that at 3 millimeters. And I'm going to tick OK. Right, that is the end of that, and we're going to save that. So we're going to go File and Save, and now we have the bearing cap that we can bring into the assembly that you will see later in one of my next tutorials.